What up? Big Herc916. Positivity, motivation. Never settle for average. You know, we ain't no average cats over here. We about our business. So pick you up some merch at BigHerc916.com. Represent. And, you know, I try to keep you guys laced up. I dropped a video yesterday about separating men from boys. You know, you always got some people who are just at low frequencies, man. Their lives are just miserable and they can't do anything but hate, you know, internet, tough guys, whatever you have, you know, these people, they never busted a grape, man. Most of them, everything, that happens to them, they're a victim, they're lazy, they're pathetic, and they're just really pieces of shit. Straight up. And, what I was talking about at the end of the day, regardless of whether you want to believe they actually landed on the moon, do your research. There's a bunch of information out there. Stanley Kubrick talks about it. It's, you know, even Neil Armstrong talks about it in interviews very lightly about the whole thing. But anyways, the reason I even said that is to make you think, because a lot of you guys don't even want to think anymore. You're happy just being told what to do. And, you know, for myself, man, I've always been somebody who's challenged the system. I've always felt something wasn't right, that some shit didn't add up. You know, when I went to school and I listened to some of the shit, man, and I look at the pictures, I said, that shit don't look right. The Native Americans, you know, the slaves dressed like this guy on a horse, this guy over here on a buggy, this guy doing this. I mean, and I'm looking at, okay, the Industrial Revolution, the rich people, the poor people with coal on their face, working hard, standing in line. They call them the hobos and the carpet monger, the people who traveled from city to city who are broke. I'm listening. I'm like, how all this shit makes sense, man? Is this like what really took place for this to happen? How do people get in these hell of a positions? You know, how do these people control all these little people, and they're balling and drinking and partying and driving fancy cars. These people are poor as shit. It doesn't add up, man. And, you know, as you start questioning shit, and now you can look at things because there's so much information, you can find out a lot of truths that was straight bullshit. You know, how big oil changed the world. You know, how they, vilified marijuana and hemp so that the paper companies can make money, and how they, turned alcohol into prohibition so that it didn't affect gas prices, you know, and gas and oil, how that affected the whole world and economy, and, you know, just a lot of things. Nikola Tesla and, you know, powering cities, and how, you know, Einstein and them ran him into the dirt and basically took all his inventions and stuff. Just a lot of stuff, man. You start reading. You're like, God, man, there's a lot of things in school that they left out, you know, about just things that happened in history. People who were very, you know, out in the forefront, you know, who stood for something. You know, Wendell Scott, first black NASCAR driver. You know, the gentleman who invented the stoplight and the gas mask, you know, black man, you know, all these different people who had places in history that you never, you know, were taught about. You know, Benjamin Banneker, the guy who, you know, designed the District of Columbia, which is the same streets and measurements as Egypt, as far as all ties into a Messianic type of symbolism, and, you know, the obelisk and all this stuff that a lot of you guys don't even know nothing about. You talking about Illuminati? Go read some real shit, man. Read the Harem Key. You know what I mean? Read about the Black Pope. Yeah, Black Pope, man, the guy who runs the real Vatican. You know, read about the Vatican and the Jesuits, and how they, you know, are involved in a lot of different things, and how a lot of these wars, religious and things of that nature, have taken place over the years, and what it was really about. Do your homework, you know. But if you are entertained by shaking ass and twerking and all the bullshit, it doesn't really matter to you, you know, pointing a gun, playing video games, partying. See, but if you read history, you'll start thinking and be more conscious of your choices and your decisions. And like I said, it was about standing up for something that you feel is right despite all the costs. That's what it's about, man. See, I made a lot of stupid mistakes, but I own up to them. Did a lot of gangster shit. A lot of you guys rap about, talk about, but you ain't never been about it. And, you know, I'm damn near 50, so when people talk shit, I'm like, dude, look, I'm not going to go back and forth with you on the internet. If you put your hands on me, I'm going to bust your head. You're going to get a wig split. Don't touch me. Don't touch my family. Bottom line. But I'm not going out here being a tough guy. I'm not going to go back and forth on the internet talking shit about anybody. Just, it is what it is. You know, don't touch me. Don't touch my people. We won't have no problems. But I know that I stand for something. A lot of you don't stand for anything. You don't even question anything. And when you do question it, you're so indecisive, you might as well just go along with the flow, because you're not going to really stand when it comes time for it. And like I said, a lot of this is stuff that they've already tried in prison. When they say, hey, man, go to the yard, you got to go to the yard. It don't ask no questions. It's going down. You see people loading up on commissary, different things. Bro, if you don't go to the yard, and regardless if you're not in the gang, whatever, and your rep told you to go to the yard, you don't go, after the shit kicks off on the yard, after the lockdown, the transfers, when you show up on the next yard, they're going to bust your head. You're not getting a pass. You might be in the shower. They might tell you to come to the yard. They act like they're cool. They're going to pack you out, man, because you didn't stand for anything. You was a buster. And a lot of these people out here are busters because they don't stand for anything, but they don't even want to question. They just go along with the flow. See, when you start reading things, man, and really finding out information, and I didn't really get awakened until I was behind the wall, because I had to reflect on why I was there. You know, I went to the library every day. I didn't watch BET and sports all day. I didn't even watch a football game in there. I went to the law library and I read, and learned about the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, the Congressional Acts, what the 14th Amendment really meant, Trading with the Enemy Act, the Banking Act of 1913, when they basically took over the United States and started making it, the Federal Reserve put their arm in this game. And then 1933, when they just turned around and everything became de facto. The United States is now just owned, and you're basically wars of the state, man. Your sovereignty is no mas. You have none. You're not sui juris anymore. See, when you read Black's Law and you start reading the real definition, not the other dictionary that they show you in school. I'm talking about Black's Law, 5th edition, 6th edition, 8th edition, 1st edition. You'll see a lot of these words have different meanings. Attorney, a torn, to turn over. You know, when you say that you're, that means that, you know, literally when you go to court, you're an imbecile. You're incapable of representing your own affairs. When they ask you, are you under any threat, duress, or coercion, you just nod your head. See, you're going to the daycare, the prison daycare, because you said, yeah, you understand. You really didn't understand. And that's how stupid it is. You're a gangster on the street with a pistol, but you don't even know what's in the books. You don't know about case law. The smart ones, they get in there and start researching and get out because the attorneys played them. See, it's no different if you're on the street. You ain't got to go to prison. You can research on here and see, like, damn, these dudes is a dulo. This is some bullshit. They trying to work one over on me. That's what it's about, man. And at the end of the day, man, look, do what you do. I'm not trying to tell you how to carry your life. You know, if you're not on the same page, it's already too late. I already got enough people on my same page that I'm not trying to carry anybody over who's questionable. No weak links, man. Just like on a yard, you can't have no weak links. You rather have 20 soldiers than 60 busters. They're in the way. So at the end of the day, man, tighten up, be about your business, man. And it's all about standing for something, man. Because whether it's your kids, whether it's your family, I don't know, maybe some of you have no dignity, no pride. You don't really care. You like to get pushed around, told what to do. And if somebody else doesn't do it, you get mad at them because they're not following like you. Well, not everybody has to follow, goddammit. You know, you have a right. You have free will, man. You have free will. You know, if you learn how to become a sovereign, you can just get your mask shown because you're sovereign. You're sui juris, you know? And do your homework, man. Go get you a real Black's Law dictionary and start looking up some stuff, man. When they talk about these words and you hear things, don't assume you know what they're talking about. Do your research. It's all on your smartphone. You can just look shit up on your smartphone now. You ain't got to go and get a big ass library. But at the end of the day, man, I just try to be a positive person. My whole thing is I'm always trying to question to see what the real truth is and not just go with something because somebody told me something. I don't even go with something my mom told me. I don't go with something. I started questioning. I used to get in trouble for that because I questioned. And then as I got older, she's got her perspective. I got mine. My family got theirs. I got mine. The school got theirs. I got mine. The prison had theirs. I had mine. See, I didn't let him call me inmate, convict. I said, man, you call me either Big Herc, Mr. Timmons, Marcus, one of the, but you ain't gonna call me no goddamn inmate. I almost got sent to the hole for that because I didn't listen. They ran down and rushed me. Hey, you hear us calling you? I said, man, you was calling inmate. That's anybody. You know we were talking to you. No, I don't, because my name ain't no goddamn inmate. See, that's the difference, man. I'm not a mother robot. I'm a thinker, bro. I'm a thinker. Even though I done bumped my head a lot of times, man, I jump back. I'm humble. I'm always listening, trying to get educated, trying to further myself intellectually, and I can always be a student. I'm never bigger than the next man to not learn. So, hey, stay laced up, man. Big Herc916, man. Positivity, motivation. I know you're not the average motherfucker, so I got some merch for you. Never settle for average, because we ain't the average motherfuckers. Tank tops, t-shirts, never settle for average, because we ain't the average motherfuckers. Got them hats. Got them hats, man. BigHerc916.com. Pick you up some merch. Limited, very limited. I'm not going to have a bunch of these because there's only a limited edition of people who ain't the average motherfuckers. Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com. Hello, I'm Big Herc916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.